Good afternoon, everyone. It is class number 2 for KIT Iizuka VIII D, Wednesday, 4th period. This is class number 2. So class number 1, I was hoping that we would have a few more people actually coming to our class, but it looks like we have a few less. I'll try to adjust the class so we can still have a good time and still practice your listening and speaking and get you ready for what I thought would be your test. But I might adjust that too if we have these small numbers going along. Well, first, let's take a look at what we have to do this week. So in class number 2, I want you to take a look at another piece of software that I think will be very helpful for your English training. Last week, we looked at Quizlet. A few of you downloaded Duolingo. And Duolingo is really great software. It's free, it's easy to use. You can use it anywhere you like. Another one that I want to show you today is called Spritz. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. You also have in your assignment, you have your second reflection assignment and your first listening quiz. And if you look on the left-hand side here, okay, there's your second reflection assignment and your first listening quiz. So now that listening quiz, let's take a look at that. So first of all, that will be due in a couple of weeks, October 24th. So today is October 11th. So you have about 2 weeks to do it. It will be due on the Tuesday night at 11 p.m. You can take this quiz up to 3 times, okay? 3 times, and Moodle will remember your best score. So if you took it the first time, you didn't do very well, you want to try it again, great, no problem. Moodle will remember your best score out of 3 times. So you have 3 attempts allowed. Each time is 15 minutes. Basically, you'll have a series of questions about an article that was me and my friend speaking in English. I want you to listen to it, okay? And then I want you to be able to answer the questions. You have until October 24th to try that up to 3 times. If you have any questions about that, you can contact me. The other homework that you have to do is your reflection on how to write a formal email. Okay, now email is something that's very important. I noticed that for a couple of you who were in my class last semester, that sometimes, you know, even as a second-year student, your email writing skill was not so good. You're still thinking that this is basically like writing SNS or writing a short message to your friend. But if you're writing an email, especially in English, to your teachers or to a company, you have to understand how to do it properly. So I want you to watch this video, okay? And then I want you to write a paragraph about what you realize you were not doing before. What you were doing before in emails, okay? Probably I understood, no problem. But this will tell you what is the best thing to do. So I want you to compare what you were doing before and what this video says. There's got to be at least 1 or 2 things that probably it can recommend that you think, oh yeah, okay, let me do that from now on. I'll give you 1 hint, okay? If you are still using an email address that you were using in high school, and some of my students were using high school email, for example, okay? Look at my email address, okay? My email address is always up here, and that's my email address right there, okay? My full name is Jose Domingo Martinez Cruz, so it's jdmcruz@gmail.com. Very easy to remember. It's connected to my name. It's very easy to say, very easy to write. But some of my students are still using, maybe you have a friend that does this. They have an email address that goes BTS, Blackpink, XXX, Love, YYY, 2023, BTS at yahoo.co.jp. And I understand, you know, that was what you needed to do. And first you wanted to write just BTS, but somebody already has BTS. So you're like BTS and Blackpink. Okay, you got that address. Then you had problems with your email. So you made a new email, BTS Blackpink XXX. Then you had more problems and you kept making the address longer and longer. Does not look good. It does not look professional. So I suggest you start thinking about getting a new email address, a Gmail or Yahoo, something that's shorter. If your name is Suzuki Ichiro, Suzuki Ichiro 2000, Suzuki Ichiro 2005, whatever your birthday is, or something like that. Something easy to remember, easy to write. But those long email addresses are not very good. So that's my first suggestion to you. Okay, let's get back to what we were looking at before, which is your assignments today. So class number 2, you have your Quizlet material. Okay, now today we won't be doing Quizlet so much. Okay, but if I put this Quizlet set in your Moodle, I still want you to study it. So even if we don't study it in class, I expect that you will study this, at least on your own, because this material is still on the test. I want to give you practice with Quizlet. I want to give you practice with other software. This week, I want to practice something called shadowing, this shadow talking here. I want to practice this. So I want to practice other things. Also today, I want to practice a little bit more speaking exercises. But if it's here, okay, I want you to study it. It will be on the test. Okay, so we're going to be doing shadowing this week, your Quizlet material this week. I already showed you your listening test and your reflection. Now your reflection, that will be due, when is that due? There it is, November 1st, okay? That'll be due on November 1st. Please make sure that you get that in before November 1st, okay? And if you have any questions about this, please send me an email or you can talk to me here. Otherwise, let's all have a good class. Oh, no, sorry. One more thing I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you right here, this software called Spritz, okay? Now, this class is mostly about listening and speaking. But if you really want to help your English, you have to read. You have to read more words. You have to read a lot of things. And I suggest that you just begin with something on the internet that you want to read. If you like baseball, read about baseball. If you like guitar, read about guitar. If you like it, it will be easier for you to read. The problem with my Japanese students is how slowly they read English. Now, okay, you understand, but that's too slow. Now, this software, Spritz, okay, this will help you read much, much more quickly, okay? Now, I'm going to switch from showing you this share on here, and I'm going to show you this software on my computer. So give me just a second here. Let's stop this share. Let me go over here, my AirPlay. And, oh, that's right. This one can't. This one needs a cable. Sorry about that. Okay, go by cable. Okay, allow. There we go. Oops. Good. Okay, so the software is called Spritz, and I've prepared for the two types of phones that you have, either the App Store or for Android phones, to download this directly. So if you have an iPhone, you can download it from that link. If you have Android, you can download it from that link. Now, if your Android phone, okay, says you cannot download this software, just look for Spritz. Well, we'll do that together in just a minute, but I just want to show you how this software works. Well, basically, I have my copy of Spritz already right there, okay? And what it will do for you is, if you open it, it's actually a very simple interface. So it doesn't have, actually here, let me start that over again. Has a very simple interface. That's it. Now what Spritz will do is it will train you to actually read a lot more quickly. Okay. So for example, if I was to go to my browser, okay, and today we're going to study this article, this reading article here. Let's go. Okay. The American Tea Party. And this is something that's written in English. And let's say you want to read this. And you read this and you go, oh, I see. Oh, I understand. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm finished. Good. But probably this is about 600 words, which is about A4, 1.5 pages. It's kind of long. It would probably take you, I would say, about 15 minutes to read this. Yeah, about 15 minutes. This is native English. Maybe you need to use your dictionary. Now, as a native speaker, it takes me about 4 minutes to read this. Okay? And that's going really, really slowly. If I want to go faster, I can go as fast as probably, maybe 3 minutes. I want it to go really fast. That's because I'm a native speaker in English, and this is English, so I can go fast. If this was Japanese, you can read very fast in Japanese. A native speaker in their language can read very, very quickly. So in English, in Japanese, you think, how many characters? 400 characters, 300 characters on one page. A4 is about 400 characters. In English, we think of words. How many words? Normal reading speed for a native speaker is about 300 words per minute. 300 words per minute. So that means that a normal native speaker can probably finish this in about 3 minutes. A really fast native speaker can finish this in about 2 minutes. If this was Japanese, you can probably finish this in 3 minutes. This is not related to understanding or not understanding. If I give you 15 minutes, you will understand that. But 15 minutes is too long. In a TOEIC test, you must read very quickly. So what Spritz will do is it will train you to read much more quickly. So first, okay, I'm going to take this URL, okay, and I'm going to copy this URL. Okay, so it copied, okay? Now, let's go back to Spritz and let me paste this URL in here. Paste, Haritsuke. Okay, then I return, and it will open it in Spritz. There, it's the same article from Safari to Spritz, okay? And it's got all of the same buttons that you can push, and of course, it has the same text. Now, if you wanted to train yourself, I suggest read the article, take your time, understand everything. Then, you see this red, okay, you can't see that. Here, let me push that out of the way. See this red button that says Spritz? What Spritz will do is it will look at this article and show you one word at a time. And it will show you normally about 100 words per minute. Okay, so if I play this now, oops. I choose that, I Spritz. Then it will show me 100 words per minute. Look at those words. Try to read. Try to understand. Too fast? Too fast? Too slow? Just right? That's only 100 words per minute. That's too slow. This is me. I read about this speed. I read about 350 words per minute. I tested myself. If I wanted to read this at 350 words per minute, it would go like this. That's how fast I can read. Your target should be at least 250 words, at least. This is the target set by the Monbu Kagakusho for a senior high school student, third year. So let's see what 250 words looks like. That's 250 words. Too fast? That's okay. Of course it's too fast. If you don't train yourself and train and train and train, it's just like baseball. If I suddenly throw a 100-kilometer-per-hour pitch at you, you'll go, whoa. But if you try and keep trying and trying, 100, okay, I can hit it. 110, okay, I can hit it. Soon you'll be hitting 120, 130 kph fastballs. And if you keep going, you'll be able to hit 160, 165 kph fastballs. This is too fast because you haven't trained. So what I want to do is I want to give you this software, and we'll be training with this over the class as we go along. Otherwise, I want to do this with you just today. I want you to install it. Next week, I want you to show how to do it. And for everybody else who's watching this video, make sure that you have this installed on your computer. Okay, thanks very much, everybody. Have a good class. はい、じゃあ日本語にね、戻れますかな。じゃあもう Zoom がいらないよね。And